This is John, and he's about to miss this dunk. This is Kyrie, and he's about to let John know that
you missed your highlight. You missed your highlight.
to create a highlight, one must acknowledge the opportunity. Look at how John Wall acknowledges the open lane and got up knowing that the opportunity was there. You gotta recognize that these don't come ever so often. How many times in a basketball game do you have the open lane, which gives you the ability to arch your arm back and dunk it in? None of y'all. These opportunities, again, don't come so often. So when they do, take flight.
Leaves it, give it right back.
But what happens when you miss? The video clearly shows that although given the opportunity, he missed a dunk. Not only did he miss that dunk, but he had people around him acknowledging the fact that he missed. You tried to show off, and not only did it not work, but people are calling you out on you being a show off. So what do you do with that? Do you step back into your shell, continue to live in fear of the idea of getting exposed? John had 21 points that game. That missed dunk did not result in him playing fearfully. The opportunity comes and goes whether or not you do anything with it. Some opportunities require you to show out, take risks, and do what others deem more than necessary. If you took it easy, it's just another 2 points. But if you made that dunk, it's not only a highlight, it's a momentum shifter. In most sports, momentum is everything. You could have a 20-point lead and lose it all because of momentum. If you look at some of these comebacks, there are crucial moments where players decide it's either you go big or you go home, where it might be safer to approach it one way and slightly increase your chances. You could also take that risk to shift that momentum and exponentially increase your chances of winning. Like a pendulum swing, it is easy to flow with the ball and to go against it. Or like gravity, where depending on if you're trying to rise or fall, gravity could help you or be a hindrance to you. We know how that momentum feels. We know when we have it and it kind of feels like we're energized and we can do so much more. But we also know what it feels like to lose that momentum. It's just like as if the energy within you has been depleted. Momentum is important. Shifting the momentum is necessary. But how is this applicable in our daily lives? There will be moments where we want to take it easy, we want to play it safe. John had an open lane, he could have just laid it up. But if he had that mentality all the time, then we would have missed. And a lot of these dunks shifted the momentum for John and his teammates. So when given the opportunity, if you have the capabilities, show off. Do what others may deem more than necessary. It might be too much for that isolated situation, but understand that that type of energy is going to rub off the next time. And this applies for yourself and the people around you. Do not be afraid of missing your highlight. Do not be afraid of doing too much. It is in doing too much that shifts the momentum in our lives for greater things. We each have special capabilities waiting to be expressed in certain situations. In this example, John's athleticism and dunking abilities are whatever spatial capabilities you have. You have open lanes in this life waiting for you to use that skill. But in this life, shit happens. You miss your dunk, you miss your highlight, and that may mess up your opportunity. Do not let that stop you from doing the same thing next time. Now, obviously, we need some risk aversion in this life. If John was to take that dunk when he only needed 2 points to win the game in those final moments, then trying to show off in those last moments, that would be a foolish thing to do. It is foolish to go above and beyond what's necessary. But we know when we have game-winning opportunities and when the game's still in play and we have a long way to go. And most of us do have a long way to go in this life. Most of us are treating second quarter minutes like final game moments, and it has scared us from jumping, taking reasonable risks, and shifting the momentum. People may acknowledge your missed highlight, but guess what? In this case, John still won the game. If you miss your highlight, don't worry. You'll create more highlights, and hopefully, you'll win the game regardless.